Yeah, Bitcoin tried to shake us degens off the ship, but boy, howdy, did that fail. I see some of my favorite projects at extreme buy levels. We got some homies in the chat calling out those levels. I got my cool AI sunglasses. I am a cyborg today. Isaac over here breaking things. Isaac, how are you feeling though?
I'm feeling great, man. How are you doing today?
You look like you're ready to win a varsity football game.
I know, right? And then I'm going to go bet and all my capital on Bitcoin and gold.
I thought you were going to say bang yo bitch. I just thought it was coming out of your mouth.
I mean, I could.
Welcome into the chat. Welcome into the show, everyone. We got Jeremiah Dixon, Wispy, Mads and Lizzie. Shout out to you, baby. King Koopa, Sleeper, Houseless Hooligan, Fade and Tradfi, Deucey Does, Crypto, What Up Gang, Brian Wild, all the people, Cali Crypto Dude. Welcome in. Now, for some reason, we got rugged off of Rumble today. So Isaac broke Rumble.
I didn't break anything.
It's all your fault.
I know.
And it's basically all on his shoulders. But other than that, things are going great. I got a couple new gray hairs. Paid more. Here's the rule.
Yeah.
Isaac, no communication with me after 5 p.m. on Monday. And this is, you don't do it too much.
Yeah.
But I'm setting a hard rule so I can start focusing on the family when I get home. Stop putting in trades when I'm home.
Don't text me either.
I won't text you either. You know what I mean? And that's a good rule to have.
Especially at 11 p.m. Gosh.
Anyone like Well? Yes. Well is in my portfolio. I'll look at the price levels on Well as well. We do have one of the picks of ours here in the blockchain basement doing price discovery, though. We're going to be checking that out. All this and more on today's blockchain basement. Now, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to hit that subscription notification bell here on the YouTuber. Subscribe, join to become a member, and support us on our journey to 1,000 members. Someday we're going to hit it. I know someday we're going to hit it.
100%. There's no way we're not hitting it. We put in too much work for it. 2 people in a dream.
That's right, but 2 people in a dream. I like that. Yeah, and there were so many people. Like I talked to BJ today. I got to get BJ on the show for the Cardinzo take. Mm-hmm. Nick out there just printed money on butthole token. Unbelievable. Cali Crypto Dude just picked up $3,000 worth of Aerodrome. That's big brain shit right there. We got a lot of news to talk about though. So make sure you're following us, subscribing on the YouTube channel, and also on Twitter at Druth Crypto on Twitter. Isaac is at Isaac Does Crypto AA, and he's got a new profile picture. Look at that profile picture. And that was pretty quick. They got your verification badge back on.
Yeah, they did it within like 24 hours. Not even less than that.
Yeah, I'm kind of worried about doing that because I got to redo mine. I got to take Joe Biden off the backdrop here.
I got to get rid of my ChatGPT background.
Yeah, that's unbelievable. You can't do that.
I can.
I mean, you shouldn't. I know you can.
Yeah.
But, here we have predictions. Oh, my God. And we also might have Piano Matty B coming up on the show here. I don't know. Check the wings. No, not him.
Oh, yeah.
We might have him coming on. I don't know. Here's the predictions, though, that I'm seeing. And there is something pretty insane that a lot of people, they listen to me talk about basically stagflation, what we're in. They're like, why are you so bearish on Bitcoin? And is this going to break the bull market? Are my bags going to zero because of this information? I have some really, really insane news for you. And really, it's all on the graph. It's not really news. It's data and statistics. So we're going to be diving into that. But there's an 82% chance Bitcoin sets a new all-time high by June, according to Polymarket. This is people on the betting markets putting their bets down. 82% chance of yes, that Bitcoin will break $108,000 by June of 2025. Let's get a temperature check from the chat here. +1 if you think Bitcoin can break $108,000 by June of next year, right? Giving it plenty of leeway to do so. +2 if the top is in and we're going to zero. Let me know down the chat. Isaac, what you think?
Obviously, got to go with +1s. We're going to surpass 200 this cycle. So
think so? I remember when you first came on the show, you said 78 was going to be the top.
I didn't say 78 was going to be. Did I say that?
Yeah, you did. But you've learned a lot more about the 4-year cycle. And at the time that you said it, I think we were at like $40,000 or $50,000.
Yeah,
right?
We were
so that
at
felt like
bottom
a
of
big move.
40.
We got Andy D with 3. I don't know what that means.
I also knew nothing about crypto, so I was like, the top range is going to be like 75K. So,
yeah, but you're like coming in, it's $50,000. Like imagining, gaining another 50%. Wow, right? And that was like the kind of like the year high prediction. We blew it out. Give us something hard. I know, Crypto Steve, but there's a lot of people that are kind of getting their emotions taking the best of them, right? They're thinking that the bull market's canceled, all that crap. So it's kind of funny seeing the newbies come to crypto and sit here like getting a little anxious and worried about like a 20-30% pullback. Just a little. It's funny to me. Okay,
funny.
it's funny to me.
Big tip shark real quick though. Is Isaac drunk on snack?
Ooh. Dude, you should try the snack. Well, no, I don't know if you should.
No, I'm good.
Yeah.
I like my...
You're like holistic. You drink and eat healthy and stuff.
You got to do it for the gains.
Yeah. It's fair enough. Yeah, Snack Energy, potentially poison, but a great crypto project. Now, looks like obviously most of the folks here feeling like we're going to break that all-time high by June. I'm feeling the same way. Tony Rosas calling out a great project. We're going to have to tag this one for the end of the show here. I got to see where Cetus is at. Cetus is a DEX play on the SWI ecosystem. I'm just going to create the tab right now, and we will get to that after all this juicy Bitcoin news. Now, $1.5 trillion asset manager Franklin Templeton is expecting to actually see the Bitcoin strategic reserve added by several nations in 2025. This is giving off nation-state FOMO vibes. Now, there are some predictions that the Bitcoin strategic reserve will not be implemented in full in 2025 in the United States. I'm going to have to lean bull on this. Like before the ETFs came, I was like, no, there's no way that we can get a Bitcoin ETF. There's no way BlackRock's going to allow it. And then lo and behold, they did. And there is no denying for me that what I see on a macroeconomic scale is nation state FOMO into Bitcoin reserves, just as a backing. Fiat currencies are falling off the face of the planet. The Indian rupee, the Russian ruble. We see all kinds of currencies going down, not just the United States currency buying power, but across the world, fiat currency is dying. And what we see is nations like El Salvador setting the pace and setting an example on how to stop that basically destruction of internal fiat currency by marrying it up with being backed by Bitcoin. So in this prediction from Franklin Templeton, I am going to have to agree. I do believe that we are going to see nation states adding their own Bitcoin strategic reserves in the time frame of 2025. I don't know where the top for Bitcoin will be in the short term from this happening, but I do know in my heart that it will give us the ability in crypto to at least repeat the velocity of upside that we experienced in the bull market of 2020 and 2021, which is where a lot of my metrics and Fibonacci expectations come from, which line up heavily with hash rate outlooks, which line up heavily with all these other different metrics. But it does look like we're going to be able to repeat that velocity. And with that, Matthew Hyland, I like this guy. He gives some good, just baseline Bitcoin highlights, showing the floors here on Bitcoin in the short term. Now we have this floor that we've essentially built up for ourselves between $91,500 and $92,500. And of course, we were at $92,500 last night. And I looked at the chart, like I should long this. I need to long this. I didn't long that. But I got some great time with the family. But it does look pretty similar to this time frame where we established multiple floor spots here at essentially it was about the say $39,000-$40,000 level. But in essence, the market is just stair-stepping on the way up. And I am of the opinion that we're simply consolidating. And I'm not really going to get worried about things at large unless we break below that 89.5 level, as I talked about yesterday on the show. Now, this is from Ali charts. Every Bitcoin bear market began with the monthly RSI hitting 92, currently sitting at 75. Let's take a look at TradingView to see where we're sitting. Backed up. This is on the monthly chart for Bitcoin on TradingView. And multiple markets highlighted with the RSI. Scoop my face out of the way real quick. So you can see the first bull market, real hot and high RSI with actually a double top there. A double top with a little bit tighter of a pattern, a single thick top right there. And then we come to our current situation here. We are not even in the dark green shaded zone, getting up to the overbought levels. And it looks like the dark green begins at above the 80 on RSI. So if I'm looking at this, something I found interesting is we currently are acting differently than the 2021-2020 market in terms of the RSI upswing. we have peaked our head up above it when we had the ETFs released. And this is where all the thoughts of the Bitcoin bull market was early, right? And it was going to be an early end. It was going to be a shortened market. We were basically at the top. A lot of people were thinking that, and there's reason for it. If you're looking at the RSI, it jackknifes up to dang near 80%. It hit 77 at that time frame. We fell back down, hit the median moving average, and now we are cooking back up. This actually more closely resembles the 2017 upswing, and this is where you get extreme money flow. The money flow on this bull market hit extreme levels. The money flow on the 2020-2021 bull market did not hit extreme money flow, but a upsurge in RSI. So seeing this in combination with all these macroeconomic factors that we have, the Bitcoin reserve, the ETFs moving our bags, I think we got what it takes to get to the top end of this Fibonacci. The fib, again, for anyone that's new, Isaac,
Yep.
who was that lady that you stuck on me? Okay?
Suck on?
You didn't suck on her. Stuck her on me.
That
That did not help.
That did not help. I don't know who you're talking about.
You almost
I actually don't know who you're
out
talking about.
front of the building.
Oh, that lady. Yeah, that old woman who wanted
She's elderly. She tried to retire.
old.
Okay, I'm going to reframe you.
Old.
But
shit.
it's retail, right?
Yeah, it's retail. That's our exit liquidities here, guys.
Yeah, she's very much so retail. She wouldn't let Isaac back out of his parking spot.
Oh no, I was pissed. I was hungry. I had to get food. I had to go to the store real quick, and she would not let me back out. She was like, "I want to buy you some of that XRP." So I was like, "I'm gonna call somebody." Guess who I called? This guy. And basically, what I heard from Drew is that he said, "If XRP goes to $10,000, I will never have to work again."
Yeah. So, and now the super chat start.
And great, she
This is-
sucks it all right.
Is this what it takes? Is this what it takes to get super chat? No. So, she was misinformed. Okay. So retail, they hear about XRP and they're like, "Hey, if XRP hits $10,000, I'm never going to work again." Right. But I had to explain to her that XRP hitting $10,000 a unit would mean that the XRP market cap was more than any market cap on the planet Earth. And she still didn't get it. So, is this the top? No. But it felt really weird. I am trying my best to talk some sense into the new folks. They're hearing about crypto. They want to find out how to make it big, right? And they hear the get rich quick schemes going on. It's not true. You know, the crypto, it takes a lot of focus, a lot of determination, and a lot of bravery, honestly, a lot of bravery. Because if you're trying to find something that goes from $2, say where XRP is, to $10,000, you have to buy it while everyone is literally laughing at you. Yeah, it'd have to be a $547 trillion market cap or something like that. Crypto
Nuts.
Stevo blaming the influencers for nonsense like that. Yes, I agree, Crypto Stevo, and that is why, you know, as an influencer words, I'm a reporter, I guess, as a crypto reporter with
reporter and
a knack for guns and freedom, right?
Yes.
I don't try to be an influencer, but you have to be buying assets that are completely overlooked, that are heavily undervalued, and that you'll be laughed at for purchasing if you want to find that type of upside, which means extremely high risk, meaning you can accomplish that extremely high reward. Not going to find it in XRP, but I just kind of wanted to say that in case she's watching the show. I told her about the show. She probably just watched you make fun of her, just so you know.
Okay.
Okay.
She wouldn't let me get out of my damn parking spot, Drew. I was backing up and she was waving me down. She's like, "Oh, so you can't help me then?" No, I got a place to be so I can come back here and do my job.
Well, and I told her, I was like, I can be a resource for you. You cannot pay. I'm not a financial advisor, but
Pay
go
me.
check out the YouTube. Watch the show tomorrow. I'll talk about this. So there you go, Isaac. Now she's going to be waiting for you again out in the parking lot.
Try me.
Now, and yesterday, we released a video called Trump Setup in 2025, Bitcoin's Biggest Threat, right? With this fantastic thumbnail of the orange one and his yellow hair and me screaming into the microphone. But it's all related to us continuing following this path of CPI and the return of disgusting amounts of inflation in 2025. But there's a caveat. And it is the result of this explosion in inflation that was experienced in the United States from the right around the 1978 to 1980 timeframe, just up and to the right in terms of CPI, meaning houses become very, very expensive on the mortgage rates, but it means something very special for stores of value. Okay, and that's where we go here. This is the gold chart. We talk about Bitcoin, we talk about the comparisons that it's receiving from BlackRock and all these other massive money movers that are Bitcoin is a store of value, right? Bitcoin is digital gold. We are in a digital age, and commerce has moved largely to the digital sphere. So when I want to look at what does a collapse up in terms of CPI, in terms of housing rates, in terms of a stagflationary event mean for assets that are viewed as a store of value, right? And I think that this is a very fair comparison. Currently, Wall Street is now becoming very quickly married to Bitcoin. We see a lot of larger asset managers talking in the broad stroke about long-term investments into Bitcoin. BlackRock plays the decades, if not centuries game. All these other asset managers play the centuries game. They are not in it for the 4-year cycle to wash in and out. And this matters a lot. So when I look for how would Bitcoin react if the scary prediction of this graph becomes true and this continues to fall, this historical movement, what does that mean? Well, here's what gold did in that same time frame. It's absolutely incredible. 1978, these are yearly graphs or yearly candles. 1978, 1979, you had a 227% upswing in what was known and still is known as the store of value, gold. But over the course of the 2 years time frame, and this is where things can get really weird. You have a 490% increase on gold's value while CPI screamed to the north side, while the regular economy basically grinded to a halt because consumers didn't have money to buy the products that were being produced. Producers didn't really have a necessity to hire more people because no one was buying. A Mexican standoff on the economic scale. This made gold explode. So looking at the comparison and kind of where Bitcoin is sitting right now on the macroeconomic scale and what they're comparing it to, I feel like this actually might be what they have been calling a collapse up. Okay. Even if Doge, the Department of Government Efficiency, fails in fixing this debt spiral that the United States is in, I do see a pretty strong potential that asset managers are going to flee towards value, in the words of Larry Fink, and that can be found in Bitcoin. And we might see, I don't think that Bitcoin is going to mirror this 490 percentile gain exactly over 2 years. I'm not saying that, but I do think that this type of historical reference gives me a lot of confidence in this graph being able to accomplish the top end of this standard Fibonacci price movement. Now, in the chaos theory, if it actually plays out to what I just showed you on this gold graph and everything just hits the fan, you're going to be breaking above this fib level. But those levels, I can't tell you exactly where those levels would be. And honestly, it's so much money, I don't even want to talk about it because it's too good to be true. And I got to stay based in my price prediction expectations. But
Always.
something very, very interesting is on the horizon. We got this from Brendan Davidson with some Canuck bucks. $7 in Canuck bucks. I asked the fellas on the show this morning, what do you think of this portfolio? Ondo, 24%. Pith, 20%. Aerodrome, 18%. Render, 18%. Near, 17%. Morpho, 3%. Adlink, ? What you got, Isaac?
Where is your Bitcoin, good sir?
That's a good question.
You have to have Bitcoin in your portfolio, and it should be the biggest thing in your portfolio.
I don't have any. I mean, I have like a small amount of Bitcoin. I used to be a Bitcoin maxi during the downturn.
Mm-hmm.
Seasonally, I changed though.
That's true.
You don't have to have Bitcoin. It is, it depends on how many cycles. I guess I would say if it's your first cycle, it is very helpful to have Bitcoin in your portfolio as the majority of the asset, right? But if you're punching up and you're trying to accomplish a big upswing in value, then you have to fight a little bit more aggressively. And that's, the middle, the lower class, or the regular dudes, or even people that are just so sick of traditional finance that they have to swing for the fences, you know, then I could see that. But Ondo is my fourth biggest holding. I don't hold any Pyth. I actually am overexposed. About 50% of my portfolio is in Chainlink, maybe even more.
Yeah.
Aerodrome is number 3 on my portfolio. Render, I don't have any Render. I got out of Render at $10. Considering getting back in, Near has been one of the most aggravating parts of my portfolio.
Yeah.
Adding, in your question, adding Link, I would absolutely be adding Link. If that was mine, I would absolutely be adding Link, because Chainlink is not a standard blockchain. It is plugging in to the existing infrastructure, and it is not trying to usurp the existing way that money flows. Instead, it is plugging into the existing infrastructure. And I think that doing it that way is why we saw Chainlink be allowed to speak at that Mideast conference with Larry Fink and all those other mega money managers, is because it's not trying to revolutionize their finance in the takeover manner. It's rather trying to revolutionize it in the upgrade manner. So Chainlink, I definitely feel strongly about, and I feel great about being heavily overexposed to Chainlink, just me personally. But now, here we go. So what we got here, and also on this video, guys, go check out, if you missed this video, check this video out. I just slammed so much information into this video. Very worth the watch. Isaac did an incredible job editing it.
Thank you, kind sir.
It was maybe the best.
It was pretty funny.
It was maybe the best. Now, this. China. The president of China, Xi Jinping, says no one can stop the reunification of Taiwan. Looks like he's trying to not pull the gas off. He's not trying to pull his foot off the pedal. Something interesting is that the Taiwan semiconductor manufacturing location that we opened up here in America is already outpacing the production of the Taiwanese sister companies, the originating companies. So maybe we do avoid conflict and let China have it. Maybe. But the thing is, if China takes over Taiwan Semiconductor, there's a Dutch company that made the machinery that produces the chips in the manufacturing facility. They have kill switches. All they have to do is kill switch the machinery. And this dude's effed. Then Xi Jinping has no chip. No chippy Mickey. Man, we might have a little bit of a Bitcoin pullback. Let's see. Got a little pullback. These markets have been so crazy, you guys. It has been just chop suey. All right, let's see what we got here. 93.8. Crazy big wick there. This is, what is this? These are the daily candles. Let's go to the hourly. Look at yesterday's. So, made a great trade. Made a grand off this. That was great. Oh, God. Did you say that? Did you just say that?
I did. My bad.
Okay.
Moving on.
Oh, you've been trained well, young Padawan. All right. Now, here's where I decided to focus on the fam. Great choice, even though I missed out on an amazing trade. And I'm going to do it again tonight. But I woke up, saw the price is absolutely exploding. We went up to $96,200. Now we are pulling back all the way to $93,854. Where is the liquidity living here? Let's go to CoinGlass. Check it out. I might feel like, you know what? I'm not going to say it. I'm trying to test out if I tell Isaac that I'm getting in a trade, does it curse it or not?
Yeah. So don't tell me that you're about to get into this trade.
I'm just going to talk about it.
Get in it.
I'm not going to say anything to you. I'm just going to, it's not going to be directly to you. It's going to be like to the world. And if you hear, you hear. Oh yeah. I'm in.
Guys, he's a rip.
I'm in on this. I don't know if you can see this all. Look at that. Just complete wiping the slate clean. This is how these, when you're trading, you have to assume that the markets literally just want to harm you. So this is all the late longs getting crushed. Now there's another pile of liquidity up here at 57 mil. I'm feeling good about that. All right, fine. Done. All right. Now, it is increasingly likely that Justin Trudeau is on his way out. Prediction market, Polymarket, says that there's a 92% chance of Pierre Poilievre going to succeed him in the oversight of Canadian politics. I think we got some people living up north. I know Deucey does. Deucey, anyone in Canada, do you think that Justin Trudeau is going to get replaced, right? Is he going to have to step down? He's a very popular candidate for, before COVID. COVID seems to dampen his popularity. Let me know, Deucey, anyone up there in Canada, do you think that Justin Trudeau, Meek Vision, is Justin Trudeau actually going to leave? Like, are you guys pissed enough to force Justin Castro out, as Deadwood put it? I want to know. I would love to see that guy gone. Some of the things, Ruth did not know you were superstitious. I'm really trying. I really try not to be. Isaac makes me question myself, though.
I also make myself question myself.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Unbelievable. Now, I came across this masterpiece. Aya May. TJ tagged me in it right after I came across this song. We're going to get demonetized for this, so make sure you're dropping memberships and smashing the likes. Here we go. Let's listen to this. Dude, I love this. And the story behind this is super cool. So, looks like she was also a doctor during the flu season right there. Got pretty pissed off about the situation, wrote this song, Carmageddon. And it does look like she lost her manager because she didn't want to change the lyrics of the song. She had a lot of people that were on the management side of her music and her label turn against her because of the lyrics that she wrote in there. I think that
crazy.
Fucking based. You know what I mean? Stand up for something. God's sakes. Feels good. So shout out on that. I've added that song to my playlist for the kind of chillax section of my music listening pleasure. Now, 86% of clients in Puerto Rico are without electricity in this New Year's Eve after widespread collapse of a power generation plant. The number is still growing, but don't worry. We're getting another billing price hike in 2025 to celebrate the wonders of privatization. Now, Isaac, sir, you said you have family down here in Puerto Rico?
Sure, I do.
Did you hit them up yet?
Nope, don't have any contact with them unless I go to my dad. Yeah,
you should hit them up, man.
I should ask my dad.
This is crazy to see how often the power goes out over there. Like,
yeah,
my God. And they're getting just salt in the wound, a billing price hike in 2025 to keep the power that's sometimes on for them, celebrating the wonders of privatization. Now, this is the secret socialist calling to make governments in control of everything. But honestly, how about just bring back nuclear, right? We could do that and stop shilling this ESG initiative. Yeah. Oh, Cali Crypto Dude just hopped in the trade too. Let's see if we die together, Cali. See if we die together. We'll see. Now, Florida, Pennsylvania, Minnesota, California, Texas are all basically covered in a thick particle fog. There are people that are saying it's making them feel sick, smelling like a chemical, and is not normal. What are the odds of the exact same stuff is everywhere? I have... All right, we're going to look at this. I don't know if we need sound or not, but this, I've never really taken a flashlight, and shame on me for not doing this, but I'm in Georgia, and there is always floods, right? Or always fog.
There was fog the other night when I was driving home. It was everywhere.
Yeah, so I'm not thinking of anything of this fog, but apparently people around the country are calling for, maybe the powers that be are hiding things, in the sky, maybe that. And I love me a good conspiracy theory. All right. I love me a good conspiracy theory. So I had to take it upon myself to do a little bit of learning. Here's some people talking about this, wondering why most of the world is covered in fog right now. You'll find the answer when you look up US 1338343A. This is from 1920. It's an application filed December 10th, 1917. It's a patent from 1920. It looks like Jules Verdier, engineer of 7 Rue Villebois, clear and exact description of the invention, such as will enable others skilled in the art of which it appertains to make the use of saying to present the invention renders it possible to produce a very opaque artificial mist by affecting the atomization of anhydrous chlorides, such titanium chloride and stannic chloride, or analogous, whatever that is, bodies in the moist ammoniacal atmosphere. Now, I called BJ about this. Immediately when I saw the story, I was like, I need to talk to my local chemist, my friend BJ. He hadn't heard anything about it. So he's doing a little bit of digging right now. But at large, I feel like we might be overreacting because we do have that huge cold front coming in from the Arctic, like right now. It's about to get very, very cold. I just had to go to Tractor Supply to get a bunch of heat lamps for the birds. I had to increase the amount of heat for the bird cage.
Yeah.
Because I got some teenagers in there. They need to stay warm during this frost. I doubt that they're hiding some alien spaceship in the sky, guys. I'm just gotta say. I love me a good conspiracy theory. Not too worried about this. Natural Crypto, don't you do that to me. Come on, Drew, you can do it. No! You know I hate $70 words. Unbelievable. So, if we're really, going to be sitting here freaking out about the fog, I think there's better things to worry about, really. And, if aliens are here, they're known as demons, in my opinion.
They're also known as illegal immigrants.
Oh, my God.
I'm not wrong, technically.
You're not wrong, okay? You're not wrong.
Just unhinged.
Oh, my God. And this is the cold front. It's going to be cold AF in Georgia in the couple of weeks coming up here. Dark purple. Very, very cold. Very cold. Very bad. God. See, the conflicts on Twitter are now bleeding over to my speech now.
Yeah, I know.
This is very bad.
This is very, very bad.
All right. So it's about like -24, -28 in some parts around like Tennessee, Eastern Carolinas here. I'm in Northwest Georgia, so I'm smack dab in this bad boy.
Oh, yeah.
Isaac went there. Yeah, I'm here for it. I like this new you.
I do. I like it too. I dress like a 90s kid. Now I'm unhinged.
Yeah.
Fuck.
You're like a high school bully. You just
know.
got to come to work with that mindset. It's going to be great.
Anyways, we're going to be freezing. We're like 20 to 30 minutes apart from each other, so this is going to be great.
The thing about Georgia is it's very humid out here, and the ice goes nuts out here when it gets really bad, and people really aren't used to it. Like ice and snow were all over the place in Colorado all the time, but people were very used to it, right? So they didn't. I think out here it's going to be what?
Manawak said a redneck Indian, and he's talking about you.
Oh my God.
Pretty funny.
Manawak, why you gotta call me out like that, bro? I have an Indian pseudo uncle.
Very, very cold, sir.
Maybe I'll look at Arkham token too, Moonwalker. I'll check it out. So now let's get into the altcoin stuffs. Let's see where the deals are. As all these plebs run for the hills. Oh my God, my coin. Look at this. Fartcoin and Virtual's protocol. 18% again.
Jeez.
Virtuals has just been ripping. Now at a $4 billion market cap.
I'm gonna start using virtuals.
Fartcoin's about to hit that $1 billion joke tagline for the market cap. It's up 13% today. Pepe up 11%. This is crazy to see an $8.6 billion market cap at 11% in a day. Just about 12%. Holy shit. FTX token coming back like the phoenix from the ashes. Gross. Algorand, I said it's going to make money. It's up 3%. It's not doing that bad. Pudgy Penguins got a little bit for the culture. Jupiter trying to get itself out of the trenches. But honestly, this is sale time, folks. We are heavily oversold in general, and I want to look for the worst blood on the best projects. Athena. This might be a wonderful time to get some Athena. Let's see. Athena has been... This is a cup and handle. This is the clearest cup and handle I've ever seen. Heavily built in the RWA sector. You have multiple shelf points here, except for the 5th month, so May 15th. It broke down just a hair under that support level, but honestly, this was a previous support level. It is the recent support level, and this is the handle of the cup being built up. So Athena looks like on the top of my get list so far, looking at the worst, the best, maybe the worst. Let's see here. Aave pulling back closer to the $300 mark. Honestly, Aerodrome, Chainlink, and Athena look in general like the best projects to add to my bag right now. And call me crazy. I buy painful moments in the market and I sell. You buy the dip, you sell the rip. That's how you do it.
Yes.
Because some things, they're just, I have things that I've did this with before, and Morpho is going into price discovery, like literally as we speak. $3.57. Holy Nikes. Bought this thing like not too terribly long ago at $1.20. It was like a little bit, like a few days over a month. So it only took me 1 month to go from $1.20 to $3.60 on this project. Market cap is half of Aerodrome's, but the total value locked is screaming to the north side. It's currently at a $570 million market cap. A lot of arguments going on in the world of crypto. Does wrapped Bitcoin from Coinbase mean anything? I am of the hard-sided opinion that yes, it means quite a bit for DeFi. Morpho being downhill of those inflows for wrapped Bitcoin through Coinbase's product. So Morpho, it's doing its thing for me. I built my bag at $1.20, and this might be the floor of the future. We'll probably go into price discovery here. I'd expect to come back down into this range, hopefully, so I can add to the position here. But man, this thing is looking solid as a rock right now. Whereas Aerodrome's priced at about $1.30 right now. TVL, slight haircut on the TVL, but you can see it in pairing with the price. Honestly, the TVL in general looks very strong to me still, sitting at about a $1.39 billion total value locked, and the token price at $1.30. So in my opinion, I am comfortable buying this. I am comfortable getting and adding this to my bag. Like this will be the fourth time I bought Aerodrome. First was at 18 cents, 2 times at 50 cents. Now I'm going to be adding it at $1.30. So if I die, I die, but I'm here for it. A lot of people thought that this is going to die too. Tether. Today is the 31st of December, and USDT is still performing 14 times more than the second stablecoin in the market. Absolutely insane. Nothing else to say. Let the image talk for itself. This is the top 3 stablecoins by trading volume. Tether at the top with a market cap of $137 billion. Market share percentile at 88.3%. And trading volume up there in the $112 billion mark. Absolutely insane. USDC coming in number 2 at a 6.3% market share at $43 billion market cap and a $8 billion trading volume over the 24-hour time frame. The total market volume is at 127, and Tether is damn near dominating the entire system. So that is crazy to see. And pretty funny when people freak out about a new investigation into Tether. Oh my God, they're taking Tether down and it's going to ruin crypto. There's always posts like that, and it never comes true. Never comes true. So, and yesterday, I know they're reporting it on the Discover stream today.
Yeah.
We covered it yesterday, like 700, I think it was like $700 million or something like that. Like an insane amount of Bitcoin that Tether is buying, pouring into its reserves. So they're not stopping. They hold some of the biggest bags of U.S. treasuries on the planet, and Tether is the U.S. government's friend. So there is that. Now this from Hans Solar. Don't sell AI early. The current AI trend mirrors DeFi and the DeFi summer of the 2020 to 2021 boom. Boy, howdy, I was there for the 2020 and 21 boom for DeFi, and it was absolutely ridiculous. Lots of money was made in that sector. I feel like we're going to be able, the crazy thing about this is not only do I feel like AI is going to repeat the velocity of upside that DeFi summer created last cycle, but I think DeFi summer 2.0 going to repeat that same type of upward velocity as well. It's going to be newer projects, newer things, newer products like this wrapped Bitcoin, CBBTC that Coinbase is rolling out. I think we're going to have a multi-headed hydra of upside in this cycle, particularly because this is the rollout of AI to the general public and the rollout of strategic reserves for Bitcoin across the planet from nation states. We have both of those things going for us. It's a beautiful time to be in crypto. Now this, Elon Musk changes his name to Kikus Maximus and his profile picture to a Pepe. Absolutely crazy. Now, have you seen the conspiracy theories about him being that Adrian profile?
Nope.
I wonder if that Adrian guy commented on this. There's a profile out there, I think it's Adrian D, that sounds exactly like Elon Musk. So I think this is him also trolling the people that think he is Adrian, because Adrian's got like this Greek symbol as his profile picture.
Interesting.
Elon names himself Kikis Maximus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
He's probably playing him.
He's probably trolling.
He's playing.
That's okay.
This probably played into the Pepe upswing though. Pepe, where is it up? Pepe's up big time here. Let's go to Pepe. Where are you at? Oh no, did I break it? Okay, here we go. Hold on. Did I break this? Pepe's up by like double digits though. I already highlighted it. It's up by like 11%. That is a lot of money. I mean, you're adding $1 billion to market cap, 24 hours on Pepe token. And Elon changed his profile picture to a Pepe. So the frog lives on. You cannot kill the frog, and you will never turn the frogs again. Now, here we go. It took Base just 1 year to leapfrog all the competition and establish itself as a top Ethereum layer 2. I think folks are underestimating how quickly it could become the top chain in existence. Some thoughts on Base heading into 2025. And this is just highlighting the top net flows. Base is absolutely screaming over the past 3 months. Solana right behind it. And then Sui, much smaller market cap project, up here in the top 3. Of course, BNB will not refuses to die. Starknet, a little sneaky one right here, coming in right behind BNB, and then Cosmos in the green as well. You have Aptos. Aptos ran into some issues with that CEO leaving. It's been very much overshadowed by Sui. But the ones in the red, Ethereum, Arbitron, Polygon, POS, Blast, OP mainnet. The funny part is OP is what powers the Base ecosystem. So when you see this hodgepodge, it gets a little bit confusing because layer 2s are operating a lot of the movements for Ethereum just at a very, very cheap scale. When they say Ethereum's dead, no, it's just much cheaper to use, and people are building like crazy on it, just on layer 2 fashion. So it's about being in the right layer 2s, the right ecosystems, and we are killing it. Because this is what, look at this. Look at this graph. Base and Solana. What have we been saying for like a year and a half?
Been a lot.
Base and Solana ecosystems.
Biggest plays of the cycle.
The biggest plays of the cycle. There it is. You can see it. The proof's in the pudding. So I'm just going to keep fading it, keep finding things on the outskirts of it that are new, upcoming, and maybe I can find 100 more morphos during this cycle. Solana AI meme coin AI16Z surpassed $2 billion market cap, as we talked about before on the general charts. This is cbduck.base.eth, a great resource for anyone that wants to follow some crypto alpha. This account says the unpopular things that end up being true. This account's actually where I found Morpho. Just like they randomly put Aerodrome, Morpho, Moonwell together, and I was like, what is Morpho? And Morpho is tiny. This account was talking about it, so I went in. I just bought a bunch when I found that flatline at $1.20. Year-end consolidation of his crypto and equity holdings. Sold crypto for the first time for more Coinbase stock, and Aerodrome. He's a big brain, like a bunch of people in the chats out there seeing the discount on Aerodrome. Currently, I dropped my straw. This move is what creates millionaires right here. Buying the blood, buying the thing that's unpopular when it's down, and then selling it on the rip. This is how I get rich in crypto. And I feel like this guy probably does a very, very good job because of how based he is. He buys what you don't want and sell you what you want. So he sells you the products that are popular. He buys them when they're unpopular. That's the movement. This is how you do this. And really, if you want to get ahead in crypto, you have to lean into the danger. There is no other way around it. You can't just follow narratives. And this is why a lot of influencers get in trouble when they post about some project and they realize, holy shit, there's 10,000 likes on this post. I better go buy some. Wrong. That is when they're getting ready to dump on you. So you have to go find them for yourself. I'm sorry I yelled at you. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Cool. That is how you get wrecked. That is how you get wrecked. If you're hearing about it through popular main veins, it's probably best to wait for a little bit of a price pullback, a little bit of consolidation before getting in. Like even on Morpho, they told me about Morpho. I saw it on just an insane move. It moved to like, it was like $1.50 or something like that. I waited for it to find a little bit of a health on a shelf at $1.20 before getting it. Don't just hammer into something just because you saw some influencer talking about it. Even if you want to call me an influencer, even if I say something that looks amazing right now, just track it. Just find the best buy points for yourself. That's how you do it. Chainlink, Patton mentioned on today, 12/31/2024. This is from Arca, a great Chainlink account. I think this guy even follows me. Maybe not.
Nope.
Very sad. I follow him. Arca, what the hell? User specified chains and row versions in a blockchain table highlighted by Oracle, citing Chainlink in their white paper. This is the user specified chains and row versions blockchain table. This is a patent moved forward with by Oracle. And here is the specific mention of Chainlink. I'll zoom in on this just a little bit. So Chainlink, decentralized Oracle network dated September 4th of 2017. They're citing the pages of the description of what Chainlink is in their formal patent application. And this is pretty similar to the back end of what Nike's building out. See a lot of kind of sneaky patent addings of Chainlink into major corporations' workings. Drew, did you just say main vein? Yes, I did. Yes, I did. Absolutely. And I stand by that statement. You know,
I'm stand behind your behind stand.
Don't go there. You just made this so much worse.
I know.
Oh my god.
What do you think I'm here for, Drew? I'm either poorly hosting the show, talking about Solana shitcoins, or making things fucking weird.
Speaking of which, butthole token on Solana. Look at this. Forming the butt cheeks pattern, maybe. This is Nick brought this up a while ago.
Chocolate Star is mooning.
I think Nick got this thing like in the few $1 million market cap. And I talked about it. Nick's approach was perfect on this. You get in, you take your initial investment out, and you let the rest ride to the moon. It looks like Nick is taking that little bag to the moon on butthole token.
No pun intended. What did I tell y'all?
Jesus.
I told y'all.
And you know, like this morning, DZ, the first thing he said to me, butthole token. I'm like, great. You too, you know. Then I see like Gordon on Twitter talking about it, a couple people talking about it. So I'm like, fine, I'll look at this thing. There's extreme volatility happening on this project. Now, I did set in a lower high, but this thing's only a few days old. Already accomplished a $23 million market cap and nearly $1 million in locked liquidity. So for those that must invest in the butthole, there you are. Can't believe I went there. I can't believe I did it. 7213 eJazz on Twitter highlighting agents are going to be the #1 user of blockchains, not humans. It's obvious once you see it. We built an entirely new financial system from scratch, which runs an open source code and software rails. Who do you think is best suited to capitalize on that? A human who sleeps 8 hours a day and likely will make errors over time, or a literal machine-human hybrid that's awake 24/7 and is birthed in code? Agents won't care about which chains it uses. They won't care for tribalism. They'll care about the best path for execution. Agents won't care about your transacting multiple different tokens to perform a task. They'll just do it 24/7, no complaints. Agents will take crypto mainstream simply because they make this stuff easier to interface with. They'll abstract away the dirty work. Very interesting prediction here, predicting that agents will account for 30% of all blockchain user transactions by the end of 2025. That's insane. And you know,
Interesting.
We got you pretty involved with AI systems by now.
Very much so.
And I can see like it's increased me and your productivity heavily.
Oh yeah, 100%. It makes what 6 people do, 2 people could do it twice as fast.
It's not normal to be able to run a show and all the stuff that we do between 2 people as easily as we do it.
Yeah.
Right? And now thinking about it, blockchains, they don't care. They're not HBAR maxis. They're not XRP maxis. They don't get stuck to one chain. They don't have to be there. They literally go the path of least resistance. Probably a little bit of truth to what this account is talking about. The agents will abstract away the dirty work within blockchain and come up accounting for 30% of all user transactions. So with that, the AI agent sector, I mean, I know it's pumped a lot so far. Probably got a lot of room to grow. Now, Ton Foundation has teamed up with Jupiter Exchange to incubate a new liquidity aggregator on the Ton blockchain. To celebrate the cooperation, Ton and Jupiter are launching a DeFi competition to drive innovation with participants winning advisory support, Ton Foundation backing, and more. Very interesting. You can make your submissions now. Winners will be announced on the February 15th of 2025. You apply here at this link and learn about more details here at this link. This is from the Ton_blockchain official Ton account. So if you're interested, hop on over there. Now this, Wall Street apes, highlighting the scary part of AI being implemented into society. Surge pricing in American grocery stores has arrived. Kroger partnered with Microsoft to introduce an AI-powered technology for personalized pricing. Kroger just rolled out surge pricing using facial recognition technology. Determined the maximum price of goods customers are willing to pay. Kroger has the ability to change the prices of their products depending on the facial image of the person buying them. Depending on the image of the person buying the product, they can access our information and dictate that price depending on your reaction to the price. Very, very interesting. You can also use your image to determine how often you buy a certain product and increase the price of that product if they see that you're just buying it over and over and are going to get it anyways. Dynamic pricing in grocery stores could resemble the airline industry in the ticket pricing strategies there. This could lead to discriminatory practices using AI as a scapegoat to charge people of different races, different socioeconomic status, different family sizes, and different dietary restrictions for different prices of the same products that they are buying. Absolutely insane.
That's kind of nuts.
So imagine, like, and let's say it's good for me because I got like 6 kids, and they're like, oh man, this poor bastard, he's going to be buying $600 worth of food.
Yeah.
So we'll give him a decent deal. They see you coming in, and you buy like a block of cheese and some Vaseline.
$1,000.
They can absolutely raise those prices on you because they know that you're not going to buy as much. Yeah. Right? That's not fair.
No. This is it's going to cause, this actually gets put in place, it's going to cause a lot of outrage, I think.
You would hope so.
People, yeah, you would hope so.
But there was no outrage about the airline surge pricing. Right? And you have to go to where you're going to go on an airplane.
That's very true.
And you had to pay it. You have to eat, right? You need your Vaseline. So,
need my
it's just something to think about. You know what I mean? When we're thinking about building a fairer, more equitable world, when we see the regulations and the questions come in 2025 from crypto czar David Sachs and Bo Hines, they're overseeing AI. They're overseeing cryptocurrency markets and the regulations there within. You as a consumer, someone that one loves freedom, are going to have to speak out about these things when they start coming down the pipe, because boy howdy, are they going to be rolling these things out soon. So meme coins, again, fart coin. How high is fart coin now?
I don't know.
Do I have to look at fart coin?
Sure, why not?
I mean, it's
if
$1
you've
billion.
already looked at the chocolate star, you can look at fart coin.
Yeah. It's a similar theme. Oh my God. I don't know if these people are ever going to sell. Like, they're going to miss the fact of saying, I hold fart coin.
Yeah.
Right? I self-custody fart coin.
I became a multi-millionaire off of fart coin.
Mm.
Imagine. Also, I don't know what I'm doing with that block of cheese Vaseline. Don't ask.
Listen, I don't know. That's for him to decide.
And for me to buy. Anyway, moving on. Fart coin.
Unbelievable. Fart coin, I'm just going to say it's going to go to zero. But over the course of 2025, wouldn't be surprised to see it run up a little bit here. It's made a move to $1 billion market cap very, very quickly. Might be something like Peanut, though. How is Peanut doing? Because Peanut just exploded, and then all the attention seems to just vanish. This is kind of an example of what happens to even the most bullish of projects. How could they do this to a baby squirrel? Well, folks, they did it. They bought the baby squirrel. They sold the baby squirrel. So Peanut actually looks like it's trying to form health on a shelf right here. Almost getting enticed by this asset as I'm looking at it. But at large, I try to stay away from memes, especially ones that are kind of expired. Like, how likely is it that we're going to get another SWAT team hit on a squirrel in the year, right?
I don't know.
Give me odds.
Give you odds like out of 10.
Yeah, from 1, it's not happening, to 10.
Yeah.
The SWAT team is going to shoot a squirrel in the face tomorrow. Where do we land?
Like 4.5.
Okay, so you're saying there's a chance.
There's a chance. There's always a chance. We live in the United States. Chance for everything.
Yeah.
But it's not going to happen.
And
Not soon.
Steve-O brings up a great point. Crypto attention changes very quickly in meme coins, so you have to be able to be very swift on your feet if you are getting involved with these things.
Animals to chill guy to body parts and farts. And I wonder what's next after this.
Well, all right, so I think we're kind of getting into the body parts section. Maybe toe coin.
Yeah,
Maybe,
not even that. I'm just talking about like what's the next, like what are people going to be looking at after in meme coins when they're done talking about butthole?
Yeah, well, they might move to like Grundle or what's that midsection? The Gooch.
The
Gooch coin.
Gooch coin.
Maybe. Yeah, I mean, they could just be moving around the human anatomy for all I know. But CDIS protocol is something that I actually feel pretty sure about. CDIS protocol, the top DEX on SWI, that $184 million market cap right now. Got a little bit more than half the tokens circulating, but a very new blockchain. Honestly, I'm not worried about the tokenomics going into a bull year as much as I am going into a bear year. Right now, CDIS protocol is breaking down. We were hoping that this would be kind of short-term support on a shelf. At large, I am going to be greedy about this because now that we've broken below this support spot at 30 cents, I'm liking it. I mean, honestly, I don't feel like it's a bad buy where it's at, but I feel like if I could try my hand at being patient enough for this near 20-cent mark, that would feel a lot better for the points of which I build my CDIS protocol bags at. But at large, it looks pretty buyable to me. Quite a haircut. This is the degens, the crypto bag holders. They're losing faith because they see a little bit of a pullback, and then they're like, "Oh man, market's over. It's TradFi. They're tax loss harvesting," which they are, right? And 2024 are going to be terrible. Then they hear people like me talk about what's going to happen with inflation rates, and like, man, then our market's totally screwed. If you're just starting to watch the show now, go to the front of the video so I can show you what gold did at that same time frame. At large, CDIS protocol looks like it's a pretty good buy point right now. Feeling pretty good about it. But what a day. I mean, we covered so much. What do we got in the chat? We got the FUPA, Paint coin.
Camel toe coin.
Camel toe coin. That might be a move.
That could be a good one.
Joe Camel toe.
Joe Camel toe. Yeah,
You know Joe Camel?
No.
Dude, look at how awesome advertising used to be. So, and also, if you haven't seen Outback,
which I haven't,
highly recommend.
I'll probably not watch it, but I appreciate the recommendation.
Joe Camel. This is how based advertisements used to be. Cartoon camel holding a pack of cigarettes up to you, right?
And your 9-year-old could buy.
Oh, man. We used to have great things. You know, sometimes I think about taking smoking back up, but then I remember that the only reason I don't, well, I got a few reasons. I want to stay alive for my kids, but I also like being able to punch a punching bag for half an hour straight at near full power. And I don't think I'd be able to do that if I smoked cigarettes. So, what a show. We covered a lot of ground today.
Yep. A lot of ground, a lot of body parts.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of products.
A lot of products.
You're going to have to talk about that Vaseline a little bit more, though, later on.
No, thank you.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yoga pants coin. This is why we can't have nice investors. That's true, Crypto Dave. All right. Well, I appreciate every single one of you out there in the chat. Shady Bandito, Crypto Stevo, Bad Fox, Jesse Gulick, Preparing for War, Alden, Blazenick, Fade and TradFi Veteran Crypto, Blockchain Report, Cali Crypto Dude, my homies. Veteran Crypto, we still need to do that sound check. Last time was too crazy. I'll stay up with you, man. I'll send you a text after this, after I get done hitting the bag. Appreciate every single one of you, and we'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with our bags pumped. Till then.